Hello, everybody. I'm here, Books Nelson with At Me Bro. Can't thank you all enough for your support so far, and we're going to get right into it with an overview of the newly released All Star packs. Now, first and foremost, a lot of players I like are in these packs in terms of just who they were as players. We got Shaq, who's one of the most dominant, phenomenal beasts of all time. One of my favorite point guards to watch in Steve Nash, and another one in Chauncey Billups. I loved Chauncey Billups when he was on the Knicks for his brief tenure. Really wish we wouldn't have amnestied that guy. But yeah, these are a lot of good players here. Let's see how they measure up. So we're gonna go from the bottom to the top. Let's see how New York Knick Kenny Skywalker is looking for us. All right, so he's 6'8", which is great. 84 three ball, which is good. Now, just for reference, the best Ruby in the game, in my opinion, is Klay Thompson, because he has Hall of Fame range extender. I think gold intimidator, and like either gold or Hall of Fame clamps. Even though he only has a 71 speed, everything else about the card is basically a diamond. So this is what Kenny's trying to measure up to. So he has an 86 ball control. That's excellent, and to be expected, extremely high dunk ratings. That was his calling card. Hence the name. Some people called him Kenny Skywalker. So 75 block, it's all right for a small forward position. And with his vertical, which I expect to be very high, that should be great. 85 perimeter D. Okay, 85 interior D. Tell you what, this is a good Ruby card from a rating standpoint. Let's see if his badges can keep him up there. All right, so he's got Hall of Fame dunking badges and pogo stick. And he's got clamps. Whoa. All right, this guy's competing with Klay. He's got quick draw, which of course we have to check now since they're not giving cards quick draw all of a sudden. Shout out to the Series 2 packs. So this is a very good card. He doesn't have range extender, but I'm definitely going to have to pick one of these up and do a deep dive on him. We need to know if this card is for real. As important as I think range extender is, I don't think it's make or break for one card in your lineup. You can go one or two cards not having range extender. You just can't go a whole lineup with no range extender. You need your shooters to be able to catch that ball out there. All right, let's look at the diesel. So as we know, Shaq is a cheese ball in his pink diamond form. It doesn't mean he's a great card. I think Anthony Davis is a much better center than Shaquille O'Neal, like way better. But Shaquille O'Neal is good, and he's good at what he does. But what he does is based around speed. So what we're looking at is how fast is he. So he has an unmakeable three-point shot. All right, unmakeable. 94 post hook, which is good. He needs that. He needs some offensive tool on the inside because the back down in this game just isn't what it was in previous years. You can't just hop step and drop step people. I mean, you can hop step from a running standpoint, but you can't just drop step people into submission. Standing dunks at 95, his driving dunks at 85, 69 ball handle, which is still pretty good for a center. Actually, still excellent for a center. Excellent. 69 perimeter D. So this is where the hits are coming, because I think that was the other thing that was really great, was that he had excellent perimeter defense, excellent pick and roll defender. I think that's really why he's a good card. It's not the fact that he can run down court like an idiot. Any card can do that. Any card on the court. You don't need your center to run fast breaks for you, but you do need your center to shut down the pick and roll, and the pink diamond Shaquille O'Neal could do that. So with a 69 perimeter D, it really is about the lateral quickness. A 75, you know what? That's definitely good enough to shut down the pick and roll. This card is not a liability in the pick and roll. He's down to a 77 speed. Throw a speed shoe on there. Get a speed coach. He's still in the 80s. This card is still pretty good. He's obviously not as good as the pink diamond, but he should still be pretty good. Let's see if he has clamps. I don't think you need clamps as a center. I think people take clamps a little too far, because chase down and rim protector will allow you to deal with the blow-bys as long as you react in time to turn your character around. But let's see what he's working with here. Hall of Fame badges in brick wall, pick and roller, contact finisher, back down punisher, drop stepper, movement, intimidator, and rim protector Hall of Fame. Guys, this is a good card, and he has gold clamps. Ooh, this is kind of a kick in the something or other for those of you who shelled out for that pink diamond Shaq for $200K. Because look, he's not as fast, he's not going to be as cheesy, but I would say he's probably about 85 to 90% of that card. And if you put a speed shoe on there, he's probably pretty good. You can. If I had the Shaq I like right now. I would probably sell him and stick with the pink diamond. I mean, stick with the amethyst, to be honest with you, and just keep the MT. Now he's going for 100K up here in the buyout, but that's not what he's going to cost, obviously. These are just inflated prices. So let's see Chauncey Billups. So Chauncey's a diamond. We're going to go to the badges first. Make sure he has all the key badges. And then we're going to see if he can dunk. Because that's the magical formula for point guards. You need 86 ball control, at least a 90 speed, range extender, which he has Hall of Fame, which is excellent. The ability to dunk. And I would say for the ability to dunk, you need at least a 65. And then it's going to be character by character. Some characters with a 65, they'll dunk it every time. Some characters with a 65, they'll dunk it once in a while. So you have to try the card out to see if the 65 is good enough. 70, 75 should be good enough for everybody. Yeah, and that'll do it, you know. And then at that point, you're looking at animation. So from a badge standpoint, he has Hall of Fame floor general, which makes sense for Chauncey. Catch and shoot, range extender, Hall of Fame, teardropper Hall of Fame. That's a really good badge. That can save you a little bit, not necessarily helping you with the dunks, but at least your ability to finish in the lane, right? Like you still need the ability to dunk, but teardroppers are very underrated in this game. Hall of Fame quick draw. So if he has that really, really fast release, he could be a monster. Hall of Fame quick first step. Hall of Fame clamps. Again, Chauncey was an excellent defensive point guard. Hall of Fame dimer. Hall of Fame clutch. Mr. Big Shot. That makes sense. Wow. Excellent. So he's got moving trunk. This guy might be the next Clyde, depending on how he defends in the post. That moving truck is serious. That means you can't get the mismatches against you. The stop and go space creator. Did I see ankle breaker? Yeah, there we go. There's the ankle breaker. Flashy passer. Underrated badge. Slippery off ball. No intimidator though. So he's not Clyde. He doesn't have intimidator. Obviously Clyde doesn't have range extender. So they're going to be two different cards, but he does have interceptor. But without intimidator really helps guards defend on the interior. It really, like for guards, intimidator is a downright cheese badge in terms of defending on the inside. With my 6'5", two-way playmaker, I literally defend people 7 inches taller than me in Pro-Am, and they miss shots on a regular basis. You get blocks because of chase down, you get missed shots. It's really OP. I do think they need to rebalance it so that guards aren't quite so effective in the paint against much bigger players. But interceptor's the key. Moving truck will help him, but he's going to need help when the shot goes up, because the interceptor is what makes the shot miss. Okay, so let's see the rest of these. So he has a 50 driving dunk. So I'm not going to just throw the card out because he can't dunk. I mean, at a 50, he will dunk sometimes, and if the card just has really, really weird tendencies, he might dunk more than his rating says. But this is the more old school now card. He's like a Jason Terry with better defense, which is not a bad thing at all. 95 speed, which is excellent, which is crazy because Chauncey loving that. 97 lateral quickness. Yeah, so he's basically an upgraded Jason Terry. And depending on his animations, he might be a really good card, might be a really fun card. At this point in the year, I mean, I still think he's below Jeremy Lin. And let me see, is Lin up here? So my Lin's diamond, he's moving into pink diamond very shortly. But so his stats aren't like up there yet. But once his stats are up there and the badges are up there, Lin just has so many badges that it's just like, ugh. Like, he's such a good card. If you take the time to, get him, evo him up, you're probably in a better situation than using the Chauncey card. All right, let's look at Stevie Nash. So the first thing we got to look at, we have to see if the guy has clamps, right? He's one of my favorite point guards of all time. I would love to use this character. We know he's not going to be able to dunk, right? He has a 27 driving dunk. So already, this card is definitely, I would say there's probably no way he cracks your lineup if you're running, Dwayne Wade, Jeremy Lin, and Marbury, or Gilbert Arenas, Derrick Rose even. I think Derrick Rose still kind of holding a spot up there. I highly doubt he will crack that unless he just has shooting animations and a shot that's just so OP that you say, I don't care if he doesn't dunk because he's just a bucket. He could be that, right? So again, I'm not going to throw the card away just because it doesn't fit into the mold. I do still believe you have to play the card to see what he's about. So let's see but you do need clamps. If he doesn't have clamps, then he's dead in the water. All right, so we expect all of these Hall of Fame shooting badges. We're getting to that point in the year where everybody's coming out with Hall of Fame everything when it comes to their specialty. Hall of Fame dimer, which he deserves. He's one of the greatest passing guards of all time. Tight handle, stop and go, space creator. Did I see ankle breaker on Hall of Fame? Let's see. Yes, he does have ankle breaker Hall of Fame. So yeah, so this card, He should be excellent in the mid-range too. So you're going to have to play a different style with this card. If you do get this card, if you do like this card, and he does have clamps. He does have clamps. No Intimidator, but he does have clamps. Excellent, though. All right, let's look at what Stevie's stats are looking like then. So he has no block, 90 perimeter D, which is very good. I mean, insane, but very good. 98 speed. Wow. Steve Nash was actually a deceptively quick guard on the offensive end. Most people see a white guy, expect him to be slow, but Steve was a good athlete. He was a soccer player. Some of the best agility and balance ever in the point guard position. He really knew how to move his body. He's one of those people that's just a natural athlete, but obviously he was not a 98 speed. 95 lateral quickness. Wow, that is excellent. Honestly, I think this is a card that, despite the fact that he can't dunk, you're probably going to really enjoy. He's really kind of like a Steph Curry card is what I would look at this card as. So yeah, he looks good. I'd be happy to get the card, and I would use the card definitely for fun. If I felt like I was playing somebody that I just had to beat 100%, I would definitely. He can't dislodge Wade from his spot, and I need Clyde Frazier for defense in case I need to shut something down. All right, let's see what Mike is looking like. Look at Mike being compared to my Geo Brandon Roy. Welcome to the squad, Brandon Roy. You grindy. All right, here we go. So let's see what badges he has first. I'm expecting him to just have so he has 38 Hall of Fame badges, guys. Giggle. He has 38 Hall of Fame badges. 38. So this is, from a badge standpoint, probably the most OP Galaxy Opal so far. He's like a legit Galaxy Opal. Like, Brandon Roy is great, but he's definitely on par with the Pink Diamonds, right? Like, you compare him to Dwayne Wade and Tracy McGrady for a reason. He's not a real Galaxy Opal. Michael Jordan, from a badge standpoint, he's a real Galaxy Opal. All right, let's get right into it. So he's got Hall of Fame Floor General, Hall of Fame Catch and Shoot, Volume Shooter, Acrobat, Tireless, Relentless, Slippery, Hot Start, Hot Zone. If I skip a badge, just because the badge is not important, I'm not going to read every single one. Green Machine, which is huge. Deep Fade, which is actually really good. I think this card, if you run him at point in TTO, he might be a cheese ball because there's no point guard except maybe Clyde and Gary who can deal with his deep fades. That's probably something you can just do over and over. Like, if you see that they have a regular point guard, you just take them into the post with MJ and, hope they don't hit threes. But Hall of Fame Pickpocket and Pick Dodger, which is huge. Deadeye, which is huge. Clamps, huge. Clutch, Defensive Leader, Heart Crusher, Interceptor, Intimidator. What quick first step. Oof. Let's just see what the gold badges are. Slithery Finisher. Wow. This card is incredible. I'm so glad I sold my Kawhi Leonard last night. I'm so glad I sold that card. Space Creator, Stop and Go, Chase Down. He even has Dimer. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank God he can't play point guard. He would have ruined the game. I just had to double check. All right, let's go to the bottom here. Teardropper, Gold Range Extender, Gold Quick Draw. Now, again, I don't think Gold versus Hall of Fame Range Extender is a game changer for a card. I think it's just a style changer. You don't need to take Hall of Fame Range Extender shots to be effective. You do need Gold Range Extender to be effective at taking threes on a regular basis, right? If you don't have it, you're looking at more of a catch and shoot situation thing. But we've all played the game. You know when your player catches it too far from the three-point line and they don't have range extended, you're like, you can't walk forward in 2K, so you're kind of stuck. But yeah, I mean, Mike looks incredible. He looks incredible. The thing about Mike is really going to come down to animations. That's what this is really about. I think for the swing position, it's been like this for a while, quite frankly. Since the Kobe card, all of the viable swing cards have had range extender, clamps, a great dunk. And it's really just been about the speed ratings going up, as I told you guys in earlier videos. And now the speed, as you see, going way up. Although, to be honest with you, because coaching boost and floor general is a thing, speed ratings all get boosted from 95 to 99 anyway. So this 98 speed versus 94 speed, I highly doubt you see a difference in the game. As we can see here with Brandon Roy, he's measuring up pretty evenly in everything, except his strength is 10 points higher, which is a factor, particularly when defending in the post. Again, triple threat online, this card's going to be a nightmare. He's going to be basically perfect. All right. So, I mean, Michael's wild. See if we can find anybody else. All right, let's see the colors real quick. Galaxy Opal, and there's Vince. So this is going to be really interesting. Who's better, Vince or Mike? Now, Vince Carter's a good card. Don't get me wrong. He's a great card. Even in his diamond, he's a great card. I personally, at the time that I played him, did not love his animations. Now, I've played a lot more cards since then. Maybe I'll find something else in his animations that I really like. But at the time, I liked him, but I didn't love him. So I had no problem selling Vince Carter right away. But he was a good card. He just wasn't my style. So we see here he has a 93 mid-range and a 97 three-point. Those are both going to go to almost 99 with the coaching boost, so basically 99. And we expected 99 driving dunk. Only a 65 standing dunk. So even though standing dunk is not the most important rating in the world, because it's Vince Carter, I expected he would have a juice standing dunk for a guard, and he doesn't. I'm only mentioning it because we have Brandon Roy right here who has a 75. This will give you access to certain animations in certain situations. Obviously, going up with standing dunks with your guard isn't a normal, regular situation, unless maybe you're playing TTO, you rebound or something like that. But it is worth noting that this Vince Carter didn't get juiced on the standing dunk. Just worth pointing out. 97 ball handle, that is incredible. Vince does have a nice handle, but I mean, obviously not a 97. His interior defense, much lower than Brandon Roy's and Michael's. That's worth noting. This card can be bullied. He can be bullied by people at his position, actually, particularly if he's playing a small forward. I'm not saying he's a bad card, but we have to judge these Galaxy Opals harshly. We see here with the defense. So from a stats perspective, he's not measuring up to Brandon Roy. I'm sure the card is incredible, and I'm sure the card is fun, but you have to be honest about what we're seeing here. So he's not as good on the inside as Michael and Brandon Roy, who are now setting the standard for these Galaxy Opal shooting guards. He does measure up with the speed and speed with the ball. All of the athleticism's there. The vertical's there. So he does have the high strength, though. That's so interesting that his strength is high, but his interior defense is low. So the interior defense is going to affect the shot when it goes up. So that's the problem, because his strength isn't so high that that's really good strength, actually. He should be able to hold his ground somewhat, especially if he has anti-post badges. But when they go up with a hook shot, he's not going to affect them at all with that low interior defense rating. So it depends on how they're playing you in the post. You know, when they fade away and stuff like that, it's still going to be a mismatch. All right, so let's see what badges he's bringing to the table. 37 Hall of Fame badges. Incredible. This has to be the end game, right? Like, cards literally can't get better than this. It's got that Hall of Fame range extender. So this is the difference between him and Mike. Mike is a slightly better Mike is a slightly better defender all around, but Vince has that Hall of Fame range extender, so he can play a similar style to Brandon Roy if he has the proper hesitation and stuff like that. I actually don't remember his handles, so we'll have to get our hands on one and see. But he has basically all of the good badges. So at this point, what we're just looking for is where is his Intimidator? Because he has everything else, right? He's not missing it. So he has Gold Intimidator, which is fantastic. Gold Defensive Leader. And he does have Dimer, which is really incredible for them to even give him that badge. But, yep, and Quick Draw and Floor General. And he has Gold Teardropper. Worth noting that Mike has, Hall of Fame Teardropper, right? I think Mike had Hall of Fame. So, yep, he's an excellent card. Very similar. He's a cross between Mike and Brandon Roy, oddly enough. He doesn't have the interior defense that either of them have literally from an interior defense standpoint. But, again, looks like a great card. We are definitely in the end game, and stuff is getting really, really serious. I'm glad I built up my MT before these cards came out. All right, so that's going to wrap it up. Let me just make sure I didn't skip anybody. Oh, look, I did skip somebody. I skipped LeBron James. What a noob move. I skipped probably the most important card in the entire pack. All right. There are no auctions to match my search. So obviously, either they haven't pulled this card, or I don't know. Yeah, either they haven't pulled this card or nobody's selling this card because he is not here. All right, so I tell you what, these cards are absolutely huge. I may be back on here with a pack opening later today because I do think this is the kind of set that you can do a pack opening with, because they're gonna they're gonna like genuinely change the game. And if you get one of these cards and sell them, you have your MT for like the rest of the year. Yeah, I can't get my eyes on LeBron. I tell you what, I'm going to look onto the database and I'm just gonna read off what he's looking like so that we have an overview for the video. I apologize for not having him on screen, but it is what it is. Yeah, pretty. This is a really, really juiced pack. Like, there's no turning back at this point. These cards are really crazy. Really crazy cards. There's definitely, they've gone over the deep end with these cards, man. They're trying to get your money this time. They came for the money. There we go. Alrighty. So, obviously, he plays point guard, which is, you know, incredible. He has hot zones everywhere except for the center of the court. Not that it really matters. He has 28 Hall of Fame badges, 30 gold badges. And we're really going to be looking for the speed. He has a 95 speed, 94 acceleration, 94 speed with the ball. He's an 89 three-point shot. Now, while that will get boosted up into the mid-90s, so he's still going to be incredible, it's worth noting that, let me see, what's his range extender? He has gold range extender. So he's the first big, fast point guard with gold range extender. So he's, I mean, I would say he's definitely, he might be the best one of these cards so far between him, you know, him and Ben and Magic and Penny, the bigger point guards, going 6'7" and above. But I have to play with the card to really see how excellent he is. He does have gold ankle breaker, which is huge. He has gold space creator, which is huge. Gold post spin technician, which is also great. He has a lot of great post up badges. So listen, we all know he's a phenomenal card. We're just trying to figure out, is he the be all end all? And he has Hall of Fame clamps and intimidator. So I would say right now he's probably the. I hesitate to put any card above Giannis, because Giannis is the best defensive card in the game, and or at least in the conversation. And he's also the cheesiest card going to the basket. And he's also the fastest card at his size. So I still think Giannis is the number one card in the game overall. And he has a cheesy release. He doesn't have range extender, but he's almost never in range extender range. It's a really, really cheeseball release. I think Giannis is still probably the best card in the game, but LeBron is certainly he's certainly making a case on paper. I have to play with the card to see. You know, see if he has all of the cheeseball stuff, because some of Giannis' cheeseball stuff isn't even on paper. You know, some of Giannis' cheesiness is just magic Giannis stupidity, like that hop step. There's no stat for the hop step, but that hop step is thoroughly broken, right? Like thoroughly broken. You can literally just hop into the paint, through and past people. Is completely just wrecked. So clearly the LeBron James card, outstanding. Wally Warriors in the chat says Brian animation is usually trash. Yeah, that's why I say we got to see the card, because with the 89 3 ball, it's a great 3-point rating, don't get me wrong, but when you go into that far range extender range, you do feel the penalty in that sense, right? Like if he's in the corner, it might as well be 189. If he's foot on the line, might as well be 189. But the key with these slashing cards is when you get, like for instance, Dwayne Wade, his shooting is so good that you have to guard him out high, and he will blow by you and dunk on you with cheesy dunk animations. That's what I'm looking for with LeBron. Does he have that ability? Again, not saying he's a bad card at all. He's a Galaxy Opal LeBron James card. He's going to be fantastic. But is he what we think he is? Is he like, if you have your Magic Johnson card, just throw it away, right? If you have glitched Ben Simmons, just throw it away. That's what we're really looking for. Or if you play a different style, if you play in the range extender style with Gilbert and Dwayne Wade, does he replace them? Is he so good that he replaces them? Because a lot of those people don't play with those cards. You know, they don't play that style. They'd rather have the shooting than the size. So that's the key that we're looking for across the board. That is going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Again, we'll probably jump on here and do a pack opening at some point, have a little chill stream where we can talk a little later in the day. But for now, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for rocking with me. I appreciate it. These cards are outstanding. Obviously, the best pack, on paper, the best pack we've gotten so far. I'm absolutely thrilled to have a little bit of MT to work with to get some of these cards. And I highly doubt any snipes are going to work. I mean, maybe they will. You have to be crazy to put any of these cards up for bid. But thank you so much for supporting the channel. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.